Okay guys, we're back for part number 2. Not sure how long this is going to take and all that, but I just wanted to show you how I organize the calendars that I do. I write down, it's kind of like a planner. I write down when the wish is, I write down when things are supposed to be mailed out, depending on if it's our group or if it's Paper Crafts and Exchange groups. It's real hard to see. I know, I'm sorry. I used pencil for whatever reason this month, and I usually don't do that. But here is August with our boot camp for all month, and I've got what swaps are due in August so far. Once Tanya puts out the schedule for boot camp, I'll then add that to that, probably in a colored pen, so I know what is going on. The other way that I keep track of everything is I have a notebook, an altered comp book. This is just one of those black and white comp books that I altered and decorated. It just made me feel good at the time, and it was good therapy. But this is how I do it. This comp book actually has been with me since we were back in our old group, because that's how old these front ones are. This is, I basically put the name of it, the requirements that is for it, when the pictures are due, when partners will be assigned, when to contact them by, the mail out, the tracking number, was it received on their end, and my thank you note being posted, and then who my partner is, and then I'll add the address later. And then once I'm done, I'll flip over the top page then, and that shows I'm done, or I'll make a line through it like this one is and go from there. But one comp book, I mean, this is huge. Like I said, I've been using this since we started Paper Crafts and Swaps. This is the ones that we're doing now. This was the card gift set that we just did, that the girls sent their pictures to me. This is the requirements that they had to do and everything. And this one is for Paper Crafts and Swaps. I've got what needs to be done. It must have 3 layers. You have to have a currently card, sign-ups, mail-outs, and all that kind of stuff is on that page. I like keeping it to where it's 1 per page, because then you don't get them confused with any other ways of doing it. I just find it easier that way. Here is how I keep track of who is sent out and who has. Here's the ladies that participated in the embroidery hoop. Here's who they're partnered to. When they sent me pictures, I would check off saying that they sent pictures. When they contacted their partners, when they mailed out, and when their thank yous. And I try to update this, every few days and everything, but I have one for each. Each sheet has, their own thing. The WTA, when we do winner takes all, this is how I keep track of it. Member sheets, I have people, everybody's who's a member on here. Wishes, what I have to do wishes, here's how I keep track of wishes. I'm just a little anal, I guess, and I like lists. It's just a bad habit, unfortunately, but it happens. So, what I'm going to do is that several of y'all had said something about organizing metal dies and how y'all do it. And this is my metal dies box right here. And at the moment, it really isn't that organized. I've gotten a bunch. I joined the Coco and Reno die club, and it has kind of thrown me for a loop. And with John's cancer, I haven't really been able to do much organization of that. But these big, I have here in the back, And then what I was doing were these little file folders. And I made these little file folders. They're just from cardstock. And it's just a 8.5 by 11 that is cut down. It's folded in half. I have a tag on there. And then inside I put the dies. And the black here is these magnetic vent covers that you get from Home Depot. And there are, I believe, 3 in a pack. I mean, and they're huge, ladies. I get 3 of this size, I believe, for less than $5. And then I put them on. You know, if they have instructions or pictures, I sometimes include those. Sometimes I don't. I was at one point using my fuse tool and putting them in pouches like this, and I lost a couple pieces, and so that's when I went to the magnetic the magnetic sheets, and I just cut them down to whatever size. I'm trying to get away from using these plastic pieces just because I think it's too much, but see how they all have the magnetic, and it just keeps them organized. If I need stars or circles, I've got stars and circles. I don't have to flip through them. I can just go to whichever ones that I, you know, need and want and all that kind of stuff. So, these are my dies that I got off of Amazon and AliExpress and Wish and all that other kind of stuff, and eBay. So they're not the Coco and Reno dies, which come in these cute little bags, and they come in these packages. So there's a lot of them in these, and I've noticed, and I don't know if you ladies have, but the bags rip really, really easily, and I lose the dies, because I was just going to keep them in this packaging because some are so big. Can't do that because these cello bags are. So what I plan on doing is transferring them into these. This is a box of 8.5 by 5.5 sheet protectors that is for the smaller binders, and I got this box off of Amazon. You can also get boxes of them from Walmart, but this I think was $10, maybe $12. But the plastic is so much heavier than the cello bags. So what I plan on doing is taking these and putting them onto the magnetic strips and then putting them into the cello bags, these page protectors. And then I will probably, I haven't decided yet if I will turn them on their sides so that they fit in my box that I have, or if I will leave these upright. I haven't quite decided yet. I will probably turn them on their sides. Since they are on the magnetic sheets, they shouldn't fall off, so I should be okay. So let's get started with that. I'm going to do just a small one for this. This is the gingerbread from last year's Christmas time. And I basically just take them out and dump them on the sheet to where you can see what each one is. Get them organized. I hope you guys can see that since I can't watch while I'm filming, and this is my second video ever. It's interesting. So All of these are going to fit right there. I can move that one over there and put this one here, and then move those around kind of where they're all, and then put this over here like this and make sure that they will actually fit in there. And let's mark it. It's going to be plenty of room. See how there's enough room in there. And then all you do is take your scissors, or you can cut it with your scissors, or you can cut it with your I use a whiskers paper cutter. This will cut them. And then we will put them in like that. And then I was going to take my tab punch. I have a tab punch here. I was going to take my tab punch and some white cardstock. Punch out 2. So that I can, and then Gingerbread Coco and Reno, just so that I know who did it. And then for now I'm going to glue it right here, one on each side together, so that I can just put it back in my box that I'm gonna use for right now until I decide if I'm gonna stand these up or not. But we'll put it here like this. And then put it in like that. So then you'll be able to see that eventually, once I get them all in here with tabs, I'll be able to see them upright instead of all together like these are. I have no idea what's in these because there's no tabs on them. And then I just have to pull that tab. So, y'all's homework is going to be get something in your craft room that you've been wanting to organize, and take a before picture and then organize it to your liking. If you need help or ideas, don't hesitate to get with me. I would be more than happy to show you what I've done or help research on other ways of doing it. And you need to take an after picture after you have organized that section or box or thing, and post them on the correct page that Tanya will have put up. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope I helped you guys get a little bit more ideas for organization. If there's anything that you want to see, let me know. And after boot camp, we're thinking about doing videos, more videos, and I can go in further depth and do more, and possibly, help with something else or figure something else out. Just let me know. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.